resignation, so our coalition is Fork Off. So we're symbolizing it with forks. So we brought some forks from home. And if you guys want to show solidarity as media, feel free to grab one.
We were not expecting the mother thing. Hold on, I'm just going to turn my music off in my ears.
Understandable. We're just going to get warmed up. Yeah, get your signs out, get your fork.
Yeah, I'm going to kind of be, what I'll be doing today is I'm going to be kind of wrangling you and kind of like keeping an eye on things. This is like, I kind of float and watch and check in.
So are we doing that semicircle?
Yeah, we are. So let's kind of spread it out. And remember, we're not talking to the building, we're talking to the world.
What brings you out here today?
I'm a concerned citizen of the trajectory that the United States is taking, and specifically that on the 5th floor up there, the Elon Musk has his minions, 19-year-olds, data mining the information of millions and hundreds of millions of American citizens without security clearance and without authorization, proper authorization from the Congress.
And what do you think are some of the consequences of these actions?
Well, first of all, he's a private citizen with information on hundreds of millions of Americans. What is he doing with it? He's going to be making money off of it. So why are we having that? Why do we have an unelected person who is vindictive with the information of private citizens? We don't know how he's going to use that information. It could be nefarious because he is vindictive and juvenile.
Do you think that elected representatives have been pushing back against this?
No. Democrats just yesterday, like 5 of them, confirmed some of these Republican officials. They should shut down the Senate, period. This is fascism happening in America. The Democrats should not be enabling this, period. If they want their people nominated or whatever, they need to do it on the backs of Republican votes, period. No Democrat should be enabling this. And I'm very disappointed in that. All they do is talk about they fight. They're not fighting for us. They do nothing for us. They're gutless and they're spineless and they're useless.
What do you think might push them to take action?
I don't know because they are the same. They are the different sides of the same coin. They are in Congress, most of them, to make money. This system is working as intended, but they have to pretend that they're here for us. Some of them, I'm not saying all the lawmakers, but the majority of them do not care. They could have done something way before we are here right now. They did nothing. Talk. No action.
What do you think the importance is of showing up in person for something like this?
Again, America has 258 plus million adults in this country. There's no reason why there should be 20 or 50 people here. There should be millions of people in the streets every day until the people who are in these oligarchs see and start fearing that something is going to happen to them and they need to move over these atrocious policies. This is not going to cut it.
Do you have confidence that there will be changes that are enacted or different action taken in the next couple weeks?
20 to 30 years. We are in this for 20 to 30 years. It usually takes 20 to 30 years before we get from under this kind of system. He has the courts. He has the Supreme Court. He has the Tree House. He has the executive, the Senate, and the House. They are the sycophants in the Republican Party are all in for him. The constituents who want the immigrants to go are going to primary any Republican who say differently. So they are going to toe the line unless the constituents realize that their rights are being taken away and it's not about the immigrants. If they just want to share the pie, they will realize that their rights are also going to be taken away with this authoritarian administration.
We shall not be fighting for our children. We're fighting for our children, we shall not be moved. We're fighting for our children, we shall not be moved. Like a tree that's standing by the water, we shall not be moved. Stand and fight together. Stand and fight together, we shall not be moved. Stand and fight together, we shall not be moved. Like a tree that's standing by the water, we shall not be moved. Alright, I got one more for you. It's an anthem of sorts that I came up with yesterday, and y'all are amazing, and we sang it, and it was beautiful. It's to the tune of Home on the Range, and it's called DOGE is to Blame. Alright, so we'll learn the chorus, and then we will sing it through. Alright, so the chorus, you can repeat after me. DOGE is to blame. DOGE is to blame for this mess that they cannot contain. For this mess that they cannot contain. Under cover of night, they've tried to take all our rights. They've tried to take all our rights, but we won't back down without a fight. Back down without a fight. Okay, we'll do that one more time, and then we'll go into the song. Tell me what the handle is. Shutdown DC.
Yeah.
Where this is supposed. Okay, you can go on Instagram to Shutdown DC. DOGE is to blame for this mess that they cannot contain. Under cover of night, they try to call our rights, but we won't back down without a fight. One more time. DOGE is to blame for this mess that we cannot contain. Under cover of night, they've tried to take all our rights, but we won't back down without a fight. Oh, give me a home where democracy roams, and we value all government work. With no forks in the road or forced retirement woes, and our country has not gone berserk. Oh, DOGE is to blame for this mess that they cannot contain. Under cover of night, they've tried to take all our rights, but we won't back down without a fight. OPM says you can sign up and pledge to retire and just walk away from job security into uncertainty. That's what Elon calls efficiency. Oh, DOGE is to blame for this mess that they cannot contain. Under cover of night, they try to take all our rights, but we won't back down without a fight. No, we won't back down without a fight. Woo, great job, everybody.
Yeah, give it up for Nikki. And if y'all want to learn more about those songs more generally, or if y'all have any singing careers, knowing that we'll all lose our jobs, no, I'm kidding. The DC Labor Course, which is led by a friend who's also coming, at least Brian, labor leader, is always recruiting folks. So if you have any choir experience or anything, feel free to get involved with that. It's all types of folks that are involved. You don't have to be in a union or not, or whatever. All right, so first off, who's been here the past 2 days? Woo! Who's been here at least one day this week? All right, who's new? Okay, I like that. Okay, that's even better. You got new people every day, so give it up for yourselves. And give it up. So while we're here today, let's just set the ground rules, the stage. You know, a lot of us are saying, which for folks that were at the Treasury yesterday, there is a coup in progress. And what we mean by that is that an unelected billionaire that was doing Nazi salutes just a few weeks ago, and speaking at the AfD, which is a neo-Nazi party in Germany, is now roaming into federal agencies, taking over their computers, and basically has all control over all of our payment systems. So our grandparents and friends and colleagues that are on Social Security, who might be getting retirement soon, on the pension, the federal pension, who may be getting Medicare or even Medicaid, social benefits, their payments are at jeopardy. And this is a damn shame that our government and also some of the folks in this building are allowing this to happen. And people are out here saying we're not going to allow this to happen no more. We need to defend our democracy. We need to defend our basic constitutional rights, because we need to stop this effort towards, you know, we're already in a constitutional crisis. People are very aware of this. And the people that are showing up here every day and they're coming to these other rallies are showing that, you know, we want to maintain whatever semblance of democracy that we have, and we want to expand that. So I'm a black worker. I'm a black federal worker in my day job. And I just learned yesterday from a friend at NSF across the river. Sorry. I just learned yesterday from a friend across the river at NSF, the National Science Foundation, that there's now a hit list on black workers across the agencies. And this is all around DEI. DEI. So now I have friends all across agencies that are getting doxxed and targeted just for being a black worker at these agencies. And there's a whole website that's now tracking people. And also on top of that, the NSF, if y'all are anyone's professor here or does research or applies for grants for any type of scientific endeavors or what have you, there are certain terms you cannot use anymore in your grants. So if folks remember the first administration in 2017 or so, you know, climate change was kind of like the thing that you couldn't use. Now it's diversity, or, you know, you can't use any LGBTQ related language. You can't use, you know, coming together or becoming or inclusivity or basic English terms that, like, this is not only an attack on us as workers and on science and all these other things, agencies, but this is a basic attack on our basic rights to communicate, our basic rights to language in general, you know. Like the fact that I can't use the word diverse or inclusive or community or something, that means just like, what does that mean? So what I've been saying this whole week is that they are trying to implement a Jim Crow 2.0 in the workplace. And what we mean by that, they're trying to divide the working class. They're trying to fire a lot of their workers. And they're trying to intensify the already existing racial social division of labor that exists among our workplaces. So we talk about wage gaps, we talk about folks getting attacked because, you know, they're a woman, they're transgender, they're black, etc. But this is going to be even deeper. Like, folks are getting attacked because of the bathroom they use. Folks are being attacked just because they look a certain way, they speak a certain way, and this is just a general problem. So I appreciate all of y'all that are standing up and coming out every single morning, because I'm having a hard time waking up still. Like even this morning, I was like, oh God. Like even one of our comrades that's been helping organize, she was like, I can't do it. So, and it's supposed to be like a storm tomorrow, I think, or something, right? So if it's not too icy, we'll still be out here. So.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about scheduling. Okay. I can reach
Well, first off, before I get into this USAID speech, I have a comrade here, Carol, who's a leader in the Alliance for Retired Americans. Give it up for Carol. And was a longtime national leader of the Coalition of Labor Union Women. Give it up for the women in labor. And I believe AFSCME as well, right? Yes, AFSCME as well. So, longtime labor organizer, union leader, man is in DC struggling the good fight. So, I'm going to pass the baton to you.
Thank you, brother, and thank you all for being out here every morning, and your dedication is certainly noticed and appreciated. But you're not alone. While I was not a federal employee, I was a public employee in my early years, and I recognize the dedication, hardship, and commitment that entails. So we are not going to give up until we win this fight. What is happening here is absolutely outrageous. We're very happy that one of my organizations, the Alliance for Retired Americans, is one of the parties to the suit against what is happening in the Treasury Department and throughout federal government. So this is a takeover, and we are not going to accept a takeover. This is not Nazi Germany. This is the United States, and we appreciate every worker. We are really appalled about the rescission of DEI, as my brother spoke about. This is going to affect everyone, women also. Many seniors expect checks from the Treasury Department in order to live, and this is unacceptable. So we support the workers here, and you have our undying commitment that will be with you until the end and victory. Thank you.
Thank you, Carol. Woo! Are there any other labor union folks that have interest in speaking that are here? All right, well, I have one message from a staffer at the USAID. So I'm going to read this off. USAID was always going to be the first to go. Politics aside, our foundations have been unstable for decades. Congressional neglect meant that the vast majority of our domestic workforce was contracted, leaving many of them without protections they so rightfully deserved, even as they stood shoulder to shoulder with us in our work. It meant that crises around the world accelerated while we could barely keep up, and it meant that any administration could pick us apart as long as Congress or the courts didn't get in their way. This is the new normal, and what happened to us is replicable at scale. Think of what Congress has already let pass: the Treasury payment system takeover, the unsecured collection of all of our private data, 10,000 plus people soon to lose their jobs, all with no communication, nor formality, and no guardrails. You must build solidarity with your fellow public servants and band together. You are the first line of defense in these trenches, and all you can count on right now is each other.
Hi, I'm not a federal employee, but I have the luxury of living about 5 blocks away from the Senate buildings. Yeah. And I've learned something interesting, which is that you don't need an appointment. All you have to do is go through a metal detector. You can walk in to any office, and there is one person who's not getting any shit, who deserves to get a lot of shit. And by shit, I mean our voices, and that's John Thune. Okay? We keep asking the Democrats to do more, and we need to keep asking the Democrats to do more. But John Thune has the power, if he can grow a pair, to stop this. And you, as an American citizen, still have the right to walk into John Thune's office, ask for a meeting with him, ask for a meeting with his staff, tell the interns at his desks what you want. Okay? I've been walking in there every single day. Out here, they're not looking at us all the time. But we can be where they are, in their offices. Okay? You don't need to commit a crime. You're not breaking a rule. You're not breaking a law. You're exercising your right as an American to speak to your representation. And currently, John Thune runs this shit, and he's not saying no. So, if anybody wants to walk over to the Senate building, say hello. That's what I've been up to.
What specifically should we say? What specifically should we say?
I've just been going in and saying that this is unconstitutional. It's more about if there are enough people who start putting pressure on him.
What can he do? You said he's running it.
John Thune is the head of the Senate Republicans. He's the majority leader. Okay, and if Congress steps in and actually does something about this, now I'm not hopeful, but John Thune is the one who's running the Senate right now. And he is the person who has some control to exercise checks and balances over what's going on in this building and others.
Thank you.
Good morning. Thank you all for coming out here. My name is Miles, and I want to talk about disabled people in this administration. I think many of you remember that one of Donald Trump's first appearances on the campaign trail, he made fun, he mocked a disabled reporter. We know what he thinks about disabled people. We know that disabled people are a target in his efforts to undo diversity, equity, inclusion, and accessibility in our government. And we know that Project 2025 specifically goes after Schedule A jobs. That's a program that helps disabled people get jobs with the federal government. In our area, it's one of the most reliable sources of employment for disabled people. And Trump and Elon and all his minions are targeting disabled people, not just in the federal government, but through the federal government. The last time he was in power, Trump tried to go after Medicaid, which provides health care and assistance for disabled people. He's going to do that again. So we need to not only resist in the employment sector in terms of protecting Schedule A, which is one of the most valuable programs, we need to protect our rights as disabled people. 1 in 5 Americans has a disability. The Americans with Disabilities Act only came to force in 1990. Disabled people had to crawl up the steps of the Capitol to get that act. We are going to continue to fight. We're going to continue to stand up. We're going to continue to protect disabled rights and everybody's rights in this country against this horrible, awful bigot that is now in power. Thank you, and stay strong. Woo! When we fight, we win. When we fight, we win. When we fight, we win. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Elon Musk has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Elon Musk has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Elon Musk has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Elon Musk has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Elon go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Elon Musk has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. Elon Musk has got to go.
Elon Musk has got to go.
All right, I got one announcement that folks are probably already aware of. DOGE's next targets, today at least that we know, is the Department of Labor. And we know how the Republicans and Elon Musk and the billionaire class feel about working class people. It ain't good. They've already fired folks at the NLRB. I believe the leader, yeah, boo, yeah. Yeah, for folks that have been trying to organize around this country, this will be very tough with the weak NLRB. But now they're going after the Department of Labor, so supposedly DOGE is going to go into that building today around 4 p.m., or probably already there now, and have a welcoming meeting with the staff about, efficiency. And we know that means that they're going to try to cut a ton of jobs and lock people out of their computers and take over all their data and information. So we're calling, shout out to all the drivers that are feeling us out right now. But what we're calling on today is that the community, other federal workers, press as well, we all need to show up at the Department of Labor at 3 p.m. I know folks have to work, but y'all should take some sick leave. So, I don't know if anyone has that address on them, so I can announce it. Does anyone have the Department of Labor address? 200 Constitution Ave Northwest. Thank you. All right, so y'all just tap that into your phone. Follow Shut Down DC. Follow Feds Work for You. Come over here. Yeah. Do you want to speak?
Can you bump the foreign aid protest at 11:30?
Oh yeah, go for it.
Oh, that's right. How do I work this?
Just press that button right there.
There's a protest, another one for foreign assistance at 11:30 at Upper Senate Lawn, I think. Is that right? Yeah. Thank you.
I might hand it off to you.
Okay.
Testing again. All right. We have been doing some really fun and not spicy, but some chants over the last few days. It is so amazing to see this many people here. Every day it has grown. I've been kind of wrangling you folks, and I look up and there's more. All right, let's hit it. Hey, hey, ho, ho! Elon Musk has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho! Elon Musk has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho! Elon Musk has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! Elon Musk has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! Elon Musk has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! Elon Musk has got to go! Hey, hey! All right, I got another one for you. Personal favorite. Elon, have you heard? You're a nasty fascist nerd! Elon, have you heard? You're a nasty fascist nerd! Elon, have you heard? You're a nasty fascist nerd! Elon, have you heard? You're a nasty fascist nerd! Elon, have you heard? You're a nasty fascist nerd! Awesome. All right. I've got some more for Elon, because there's so much you can say to him. Hey, Elon, what do you say? How many laws did you break today? Hey, Elon, what do you say? How many laws did you break today? Hey, Elon, what do you say? How many laws did you break today? Hey, Elon, what do you say? How many laws did you break today? Hey, Elon, what do you say? How many laws did you break today? Hey, Elon, what do you say? How many lives did you ruin today? Hey, Elon, what do you say? How many lives did you ruin today? Hey, Elon, what do you say? How many lives did you ruin today? Hey, Elon, what do you say? How many lives did you ruin today? Woo! the Fork Off Coalition. You may have seen some of us waving around forks. So this is a really simple one.
Pull out your fork.
Hold out your fork. And we have, that is the best fork here. I'm sorry, I'm super impressed. That is serious fork art. Okay, so this is really simple. Call response. Hey, Elon, fork off. 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 Hey, Elon, and I think a lot of people know about this, but one of the many crimes being committed is the seizure of a lot of data. I saw a great sign last night at Treasury that said, "Get your hands off my SSN." And so that's just the least of it. So another thing we would like, give the servers back. 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 Say what? Give the servers back. Give the servers back. Say what? Give the servers back. Give the servers back. Say what? Give the servers back. Give the servers back. Give the servers back. Give the servers back. Say what? Give the servers back. Give the servers back. One more time. Give the servers back. Give the servers back. We don't want your tech solutions. Give us back our Constitution. We don't want your tech solutions. Give us back our Constitution. We don't want your tech solutions. Give us back our Constitution. We don't want your tech solutions. Give us back our Constitution. We don't want your tech solutions. Give us back our Constitution. We don't want tech solutions. Give us back our Constitution. We don't want your tech solution. Give us back our Constitution. We don't want your tech solution. Give us back our Constitution. And of course, we all know what's really driving this. It's about the dollars. We've got an oligarchy. At least we now know. We can see it. It's in plain sight. Gloves are off, masks are off. We know just how fascist these people are. So join me in a final Elon round. Hey, Elon, what do you say? How much money did you steal today? Hey, Elon, what do you say? How much money did you steal today? Hey, Elon, what do you say? How much money did you steal today? Hey, Elon, what do you say? How much money did you steal today? Hey, Elon, what do you say? How much money did you steal today? Hey, Elon, what do you say? How much money did you steal today? I have trashed my voice. It's been a long week. Would anybody else like to come up and say a few words? How is this impacting you? Are you a Fed? It's impacting everybody. What we want. We're here to hear your story. Sure. Here you go. You're a person I don't even need. I'm like, you don't even need a mic. You're great. Okay, great.
Hi, my name is Nadine. I'm normally out here, but I normally don't speak. But I feel compelled to speak now because no, but I'm actually going to be kind of negative, but you have to work with me. America has over 258 million adults, 18 years and older. So we're not talking about the 16-year-olds who are out here, who come out, the 17-year-olds, that young child that I saw. I'm talking adults 18 years and older, 258 plus million. Where is everybody, right? One of the reasons why this is happening is because we are not out here. We have two things, two leverages against these people. We outnumber them. We outnumber them, right? The only thing that we have is our numbers. There are 895 billionaires in America. There are hundreds of millions of us. If we were to come out into the streets, and make them fear some, Elon Musk has 20 bodyguards. He needs to have 100, right? All these CEOs need to have bodyguards. They need to fear us. The second thing we have is our money, right? But we keep spending money at Starbucks. We keep using Uber. The CEO of Uber personally gave Trump $1 million. Personally. Boom! Boom! And he gave him $1 million from Uber. Right? So we have to not give these people money for them to give it to Trump to take away our rights. So we have to be right. And another thing, this is a pet peeve of mine. We are comfortable radicals. We like to talk revolution, but everybody wants to be safe. Somebody, if you want a revolution, somebody's going to have to die. I am not saying put yourself out there, just get shot. But if you want a revolution, somebody's going to die. You can't be comfortable. You have to give up something. You have to sacrifice something. Everybody wants to be able to go to work. Everybody wants to be able to get whatever. You have to give up something if you want to keep some of our rights. You can't be sipping lattes at Starbucks discussing revolution. Starbucks CEO is giving money to Trump to take away our rights. Please connect the dots. We have our money. Take away the money from these bloodsuckers. Stop using Uber. Stop using Pride. Right? I know it's a sacrifice, but you have to take away the money from these bloodsuckers who are using our money to give to these fascists. The minions are up there on the 5th floor. 19-year-olds. Data mining our information. They have the information of hundreds of millions of our. What is Elon Musk going to do with that information? He's going to data mine it and make money off of us. So we have to be mindful of what we are doing. And that's all I have to say. Where is everybody? Please come out. $258 million. Where is everybody? This village should be surrounded 24/7 in shifts. Period. All these federal buildings where these fascists are going in should be surrounded, and there should be no peace for fascists.
Thank you, sister. All right, we got a brother right back here from AFG that's going to speak on behalf of some workers, and then we got you right after that.
Okay. Good morning, everybody. I'm not going to be long with this. I just recently, retired, and so it's a lot of federal workers who I know that are going to be affected by that, and people who are scared right now. And I want to read this off exactly. It was sent to me by someone, and it says, "Federal employees work hard every day in the service of whomever is president. Federal employees are not swamped, and we need all OPM employees, and they need their jobs. Musk is causing more harm than good, and Americans, federal workers included, are suffering the consequences. It's our money thereafter, the taxpayers." And that's it. But like I said, it's a lot more people. A lot of people think this is just about federal employees, but it's not. This is far-reaching. Very far-reaching. A lot of friends and family who I even speak to, they don't have any idea, how much they're going to be affected by this, the programs that are going to be cut. And so that's even why I'm out here, today, because, we have to get this word out and let people know, how much they're going to be affected. A lot of them really don't know. They don't have a clue. They think that, you know, we're just in fear of losing our jobs. But when we lose our jobs, the services they rely on, they're going to suffer. And they have no idea how much they're going to suffer yet. So we have to let them know, you know, pick up the phone, call people when you leave here, kind of explain it to them, but tell them if I spend a half an hour with you, spend a half an hour with somebody else, letting them know what's going on too. Because this thing it's only a few days into it, and we see how bad it is already. Imagine what it's going to be like in a few months. So thank you for letting me speak.
So our friend Mike. Sure. Oh, there's coffee, which is very important news over there. I also have stickers for everybody if you want to grab one from me. Some of them are very happy and some of them are very snarky. And our friend Mike here is going to lead us out with some great chants. And here, take it over.
Thanks, Ed. All right, I'm Mike, a retired steelworker, member of the Steelworkers Union. And gotta say, Elon Musk, worst president ever. Or at least the worst since Jefferson Davis. So, let's send him out of town with this chant. Musk is a fascist clown! Run that loser out of town! Musk is a fascist clown! Run that loser out of town! Musk is a fascist clown! Run that loser out of town! Musk is a fascist clown! Run that loser out of town! Musk is a fascist clown! Run that loser out of town! Musk is a fascist clown! Run that loser out of town! Musk is a fascist clown! Run that loser out of town! Musk is a fascist clown! Run that loser out of town! Musk is a fascist clown! Run that loser out of town! Let's do it!
All right, good morning, everyone. My name is Kaya. I'm with Pre-DC. I was here. How many folks here were here on Monday, the very first day? Shout out to everyone there. I think it's amazing how we've grown since Monday. I also just want to say that we've made a really big difference because we were out here on Monday morning. We were able to get the national groups to pull everybody out to Treasury yesterday. We were able to get people to show up at USAID. We were able, you know, before we were coming out here every morning, there were Musk lackeys were going up there in the middle of the night every night. They notice that we're out here, they notice that we're watching, and it's making a huge difference. Every minute that we're spending doing this makes a huge, huge difference. And we have to hold the line, unfortunately. This is a very early morning activity. You all are heroes for being out here for this. And just want to let's give ourselves a round of applause. I also want to say, for better or worse, to get to the stage of liberation, to get to the point where we have our dignity, where we have human rights, it's going to be a long journey. So we also need to take care of each other. So I'm going to just invite everybody to take like a deep breath in and a deep exhale. And I want you to inhale in all the camaraderie and compassion from people around you, and exhale out Elon Musk. So we have a lot of stuff going on today. We have inspired and been in solidarity with getting actions going all over town. At 11 a.m. this morning, folks are going to be gathering by the Senate for a rally specifically about USAID and foreign operation spending. So who's planning to go out to that? Amazing. We also at 3 p.m. today are going to be out at the Department of Labor with our brothers and sisters, many of whom we've heard from today, in the labor movement. And I think we have members of Congress planning to attend that as well to try to keep labor, the Department of Labor, safe from Elon Musk. So who's planning to go out to that? Nice. Okay, great. And then we have a lot going on the rest of this week to, right? So tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. there's a rally for PEPFAR. So because HIV/AIDS medication has been cut off for millions of people around the world because of this foreign aid stoppage, that's a particularly life-threatening thing. And so there's a rally focused on that at the State Department tomorrow at 11:30. And then I'm blanking on something. Does anyone else know of anything else tomorrow? I feel like I maybe forgot something. I should have.
Is it anywhere online so we can find it?
Oh, good question. If you could hold up that poster right there, rather than me trying to remember everything in my head, follow Shutdown DC on Instagram, and you can get updated on everywhere we're going to be. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to do
I feel like a race girl.
So at Free DC, we love to celebrate the culture of DC, whatever, the joyful culture of DC, go-go music, jazz, all the beautiful things of DC. And we're going to be honest right now about one piece of the culture of DC, which is that we do shut down when there's a threat of snow. It's like, I know if you're not from here, you make fun of us all the time for this, but I'm going to tell you that we are going to take a break tomorrow morning from this 7:30 thing and ask you to please come to the 11:30 PEPFAR rally at the State Department instead, so we can have a slightly later morning tomorrow. Just because, again, this is a marathon. I want people to take care of themselves. We have done an amazing job getting them to back off. And what I also want you to do is come back here, 7:30 a.m. on Friday, even stronger. So who here can commit to coming back here on Friday after a day off? Amazing. Who here can commit to bringing 10 people out here on Friday? Raise your hand if you can. Okay, maybe not bringing 10 people, but let's say at least texting 10 people. Can we text 10 people? Can we text 10 people right now and be like, okay, this is DC, we're kind of whips about the snow, we're going to take a break tomorrow, but please come out on Friday. Because we want to close out the week really strong. Does that sound good? All right. So I just want to take a second and just say that what we are seeing unfolding before us is what authoritarians do. Okay? They want us to be off kilter. The chaos is on purpose. The cruelty is on purpose. And we can meet it with compassion and creativity, and we can prevail. This is not going to be a very short journey, and that's why I want to ask people to get trained up, to join organizations. If you can form a union at your workplace, form a union. If there is a union at your workplace, join your union. If there are community organizations, join them. Free DC, we have an orientation coming up on February 11th. We want to train people up in what it will take us to counter authoritarianism in this moment. And that's at freedcproject.org. I want everybody to commit to getting skilled up, right? Like this week has been a whirlwind. It has been chaos on purpose. They want us to feel off kilter. What we need to do is be centered and in community in the face of that. We need to surround ourselves by people who lead with compassion and who are ready to be with us in community for the long haul. I will say, one of the great things, obviously this has been a horrible, horrible week. Personally, I've been affected. Community-wise, we've been affected. It's been a really, really bad week. But also, I will say, there are so many people right here and around that it's been so lovely to reconnect with and get to spend time with because we're in this emergency situation. So I want us to remember that humanity in us, how lovely it is to see people and be connected, and that we're going to need to keep doing that moving forward. So we're going to close out today. We're going to go to the Senate at 11. We're going to go to the Department of Labor at what time? 3. You guys got this. And then tomorrow, what time are we meeting? 11:30 at the State Department for the PEPFAR rally. All right, amazing. Nikki is going to sing it to close us out.
All right, it is so beautiful to see all of you here. Just going to do, because of some of the important words that I just heard, I just wanted to throw something quick out for you. and then we'll do this little light, which I know a lot of people know, just to give us some light and love as we head out into our days. All right, but real quick, if you know this, you can sing along. Just gonna do it twice. Rich Man's House. Well, I went down to the rich man's house and I took back what he stole from us, and I took back our dignity, took back our humanity. Oh, we went down to the rich man's house and we took back what he stole from us, took back our dignity, took back our humanity, and now we're out in the streets, out in the streets, out in the streets. Oh, we're out in the streets, ain't gonna let no fascists take our democracy. Maybe one more time. Well, we went down to the rich man's house and we took back what he stole from us, took back our dignity, took back our humanity. Well, we went down to the White House and we took back what they stole from us, took back our dignity, took back our humanity, and now we're out in the streets, out in the streets, out in the streets. Oh, we're out in the streets, ain't gonna let no fascists take our democracy. Well, I'll use this, but if it... Alright, yeah, let's leave with some light and love. But first, really quick, everyone, if you are comfortable, shake out your left leg. Alright, shake out your right leg. Shake out your left hand. Shake out your right hand. Maybe do a little jump. Yeah, fucking cold out here. Alright, alright. This little light of ours, we're gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of ours, we're gonna let it shine. This little light of ours, we're gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine all around DC. All around DC, we're gonna let it shine. Oh, all around DC, we're gonna let it shine. All around DC, we're gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. This little light, last time, here we go. This little light of mine, oh, we gonna let it shine. This little light of ours, we're gonna let it shine. This little light of ours, we're gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. One more time. This little light of ours, we're gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of ours, we're gonna let it shine. This little light of ours, we're gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Woo! Democracy lives here!